SPYI is one of the biggest S&P 500 income ETFs out there. And when people think about covered call ETFs, SPYI is one of the ones that a lot of people think about. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 S&P 500 income ETFs that could be beating SPYI in 2026. All right, guys, let's get to it and let's dive in.
This video is purely educational content. It should not be considered personal finance advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor and I don't know your financial situation, risk tolerance, or even investment goals. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and always do your own research and consider consulting with a qualified financial professional before making any investment. All right, let's get on to the video.
Hey guys, my name is Steve and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we're diving into 3 S&P 500 income ETFs that are beating out SPYI in 2026. First of all, let's dive into SPYI. So SPYI is the NEOS S&P 500 high income ETF. This ETF tracks the S&P 500. It's got a pretty good yield of around 12%. The expense ratio is sitting at 0.68%, meaning it costs about $68 for every $10,000 invested. Now, this ETF has been around for a pretty good long time, since 2022. It has a pretty good track record and it's got over $8 billion in assets under management, and it continues to grow and grow. So this one is pretty solid. It's also got some good tax efficiency. So with it, you're going to get some return of capital anywhere between a 90 to 100%. You're also going to have 1256 contracts. So what NEOS does is they sell some covered calls on the SPX, creating some 1256 contracts. Those 1256 contracts will be taxed at a 60% long-term capital gains rate and a 40% short-term capital gains rate. So with that and the ROC, you're getting some good tax efficiency with SPYI. Now, SPYI is a great S&P 500 income ETF, and just because some other ones are beating it out doesn't mean that this one could be one that you toss aside. Now, this one is a great one if you are building a good core to your income portfolio. This one could be a great one to add. It's one of my favorites, and so that's why I continue to talk about this one. Now, with NEOS, with their strategy with SPYI, so they're going to sell some covered calls on the SPX, and they're going to sell anywhere between 50 to maybe up to 80-90% of its portfolio. Now, in certain times when market volatility is really high and maybe the market is down, they may be selling a bunch of them out of the money, and at certain times they may also buy some calls in order to capture some of that great upside. And so NEOS is doing a great job with their funds, and especially with SPYI. But let's get on to our contenders to see what these ETFs could be doing that could be better than SPYI. Now, our first contender is going to be GPIX. GPIX is the Goldman Sachs S&P 500 Premium Income ETF. Now, with GPIX, it is like the sibling of a GPIQ. So if you like GPIQ, well, you may like GPIX. Now, GPIX does track the S&P 500. It's going to have a dynamic option strategy where it's going to be selling anywhere between 25 to 75% of its portfolio, just depending on how the market is doing. When the market is going sky high, they may be selling less in order to capture more upside. Now, with GPIX, you're going to get an 8% yield, so it's a little bit less than SPYI, but the expense ratio is sitting at a 0.29%, which is a little bit more than half of the cost of SPYI. And so with GPIX, you're getting a pretty good yield, not as much. You're getting a cheaper expense ratio, but where the numbers really come in is that total return and price return. Since GPIX came out in 2023, it's had a total return of about 71% and a price return of about 41%. Compared to that SPYI, which has had about 16.66% in the price return and 61.10% in that total return. So GPIX is beating it with a lot of good price appreciation. All right, let's get on to our next ETF. Our next ETF is going to be OVL, which is the Overlay Shares Large Cap Equity ETF. Now, this ETF is by Liquid Strategies. It came out in 2019, and so it's got about 100% of its portfolio sitting in VOO, which is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. It's going to sell some put credit spreads on the SPX to create income, and that income is going to be done through 1256 contracts. contracts, and they're also doing about 100% return of capital. And so you're getting some good income, you're getting some good tax efficiency. With OVO, you're getting a yield of around 10.28%, but they're aiming for that 10.5%. Now they're doing monthly payments, and before 2026, they were doing quarterly payments. With the monthly payments, you're getting that 10.5%, and so that's good news for those investors. Now with OVO, you're going to have uncapped upside because they're not selling some covered calls, they're selling put credit spreads. And so you're getting some income with downside protection, and you're also getting some uncapped upside when the S&P 500 continues to skyrocket. And so this one is a pretty good one. Now, it does have an expense ratio of 0.79%, which is the most expensive on this list, and so that's something to think about. But if you're looking for a good S&P 500 ETF, OVL could be that one for you. Now our next ETF is going to be Edgx, which is the Global X US 500 Income Edge ETF. Now Edgx doesn't technically track the S&P 500, it just tracks the top 500 companies on the US, and so that's basically the S&P 500. But what it's doing is selling covered calls on these assets under management in order to create yield. Now it's targeting a distribution yield of around 9%, and right now it's got a cheap expense ratio of 0. Now that's only good for about a year until March of 2027, when it's going to be about 0.53%. So it's still cheaper than SPYI, but more expensive than a GPIX. Now this one's a newbie, and it does pay out weekly, so it's a little bit different than the others. The others pay out monthly. And so with Edgx, you're getting a weekly income, it's tracking the S&P 500, it's targeting that 9% yield, and it's also getting a pretty good price appreciation and a total return. And so now we're going to be diving into kind of some of these metrics, some of these numbers, and see which ETF is actually doing the best out of SPYI and where SPYI actually shines above everybody else. All right, let's get to it. Hey guys, if you really like this video and you like this content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And one of my favorite places to do some analysis of stocks and ETFs, and even just being able to see some holdings and things, is stockanalysis.com. Stockanalysis.com is a great place where I dive in, take a look at different analytics, different ETFs, and kind of look at them side by side. So if you're looking for a great place to do some of this analytics and use the tool, stockanalysis.com is my place to go. I'm going to leave a link in my description and my pinned comments, and check out the promo code to see if you can get a great discount. All right guys, let's get back to the video. Now there's a couple of things we're going to look at when we're looking at these three competitors versus SPYI. First of all, SPYI was created in August of 2022. It's got the expense ratio of 0.68%. It's got about anywhere between $8 to $10 billion in assets under management, and it continues to grow depending on when you watch this video. It's got a distribution yield of 11.99%, or around 12%. Now with GPIX came out in October 2023. It's got an 8% distribution yield with an expense ratio of 0.29%, and it's got about $3 to $4 billion in assets under management. OVO came out in September 2019, and it's continuing to grow. 332 million assets under management. It's got a expense ratio of 0.79% and a distribution yield sitting at 10.28%. Edgx has about a 9% yield. It's got a 0% expense ratio until about March of 2027. Came out in February 2026, and it's got around $5 million in assets under management. So SPYI is winning in yield right now. It's got about 12% versus everybody else. OVO's probably got the second largest yield, but if you're looking for yield, SPYI is winning with that 12%. That means that's about 1% on your money every single month, and that's pretty good news if you're looking for some income. Now, SPYI's also got a great company behind it with Neos, and so that's also a plus. It's got about 10.6 billion in assets under management, so it's very stable, and it's a great ETF that you can buy and hold. Now, let's look at some of the price returns and total returns to see which one is winning on those metrics alone. So we're first going to look at the price return of these ETFs versus Edgx, and also the total return. Then we're going to look at it versus when GPIX came out. So then we're going to get a good look at not only the last 4 or 5 months, but also the last 2 or 3 years. Since Edgx came out, SPYI has done a price appreciation of 2.18%, a total return of 7.43%. Edgx has had 5.40% for price return and total return of 9.48%. GPIX has had a price return of 5.75% and a total return of 9.57%. OVL has had a price return of 6.50% and a total return of 11.22%. So right there, everybody is beating SPYI in both the total return and the price appreciation, with OVL winning in both of those categories in GPIX in second, with Edgx in third and SPYI, of course, in fourth. Since GPIX has been around since October 2023, we're going to take a look at how those metrics fare versus OVL and SPYI. In price return, SPYI has been doing about 16.66%. Total return has been 61.10%. GPIX in price return has done 41.05% and 77% for total return. OVL has done 73.85% in price return and 97.08% total return. So right there, OVL is winning in both of those categories, followed by GPIX and then SPYI. Now, if we were taking a look at all four of these ETFs, if we wanted to break these down, so first of all, SPYI wins in a couple categories. They have the largest AUM. They also have the best yield, as in 12%. And they have a moderate expense ratio, not the highest and also not the lowest. GPIX has got the lowest expense ratio sitting at 0.29% and the second highest total return and price appreciation. OVL's got the second highest yield and the highest price return and total return, but it's also got the highest expense ratio. So if I were to look at all four of these ETFs, if I wanted to choose maybe the cheapest expense ratio right now, that would be a GPIX, but actually Edgx kind of edges that out for right now, but in a year, it's probably going to be a little bit higher. Now, Edgx has a much higher yield than a GPIX, but then if I were to look at probably the best competitor to these, getting good price return, total return, and yield versus just a yield or versus just performance alone, I would choose OVL. Now, OVL is one of my favorites. I hold it in my portfolio and I really like it. It's got a pretty good yield of around 10 to 10.5%. It's sitting at 10.28%, and it's got a very good uncapped upside. And so you're allowing it to have good growth in income. If I was looking for yield alone, I would choose SPYI. SPYI's got a great income. It's got 12% yield. It's got a very good portfolio and a very good management team behind it. And it's also got some great AUM. So for me, I want some growth in income. So OVL would be my choice. But if I was just looking for income alone, SPYI would be my choice. Now, these are 3 ETFs versus SPYI. Which ETF is your favorite? Are there other S&P 500 ETFs I should be looking at? And let me know in the comments about which one do you like overall. All right, guys, and I'll see you guys in our next video.